I'm gonna fuck you up.
Right,
and like that,
live.
No.
Starting. We're starting. It's starting. Give it a second. Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the d00tcast. Hermaphrodites. The d00tcast, episode 1. We hope you have a good time. This will probably be watched like a year from now by someone, and they're just like, "Oh, who are these interesting characters?"
It's gonna be watched by us.
They
like
have
a year from now.
They have a podcast. The first episode has 13 views. Let's take a look at that.
Amazing.
Anyway.
Wow, when are they gonna do that 32 subscriber special?
Oh, wow.
10 sub special, guys. Today, I'm gonna jump off a skyscraper. 10 sub special. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything you do. I'm lighting the candles. I'm flying.
Fly high. Keep
So,
struggle.
Fly high.
basic summary is that we are the harbingers of Mr. Skeletal. Doot,
Oh no.
doot, doot,
Indeed.
and doot.
Anyway,
boy,
yeah,
this-
so... Yeah, so...
This
yeah,
is a
Well, if
mistake.
the almighty Mr. Skeletal could find me my fucking ketchup.
No, he doesn't care about your ketchup. He doesn't
No,
care about your mortal needs.
Yeah,
What the
Mr.
fuck
Skeletal
are you
couldn't
with
give
your ketchup?
any more of a
Why
fuck.
are you
about
looking for
ketchup.
ketchup? I thought we discussed
Bruh,
this already.
This pizza is nasty ass and dry.
Don't
Okay,
put
so
ketchup
are you
on
just
pizza.
looking-
It has sauce on it for a fucking
I was
reason.
gonna say...
Yeah, but it ain't got no sauce. They suck. They don't got the sauce.
Wait,
They got
All
lost.
right. This is getting out of hand, and nobody knows who we are and what's what. So,
okay, so...
Ethan, you go first.
All right, so I'm currently hosting the podcast. My name is Ethan. In case you didn't figure it out, when he said "You go first, Ethan," that's my.
I don't
name.
think they did. Can you make that clear again?
It's
What
the
was your
internet.
name?
There's a lot of dumb fucks.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Like us.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the dumb fuck who wouldn't catch that shit. Just like,
All
wait,
right,
which
you
one's
wanna
it?
introduce yourself next, Mister Dill?
Hi. I'm Dylan. Obviously, I mean,
you're
introduced by
Dill.
Ethan kind of already.
I only said half
You
your
are
name,
the
so it's
embodiment of the dill.
The Dill, also known as Vroom Dude in our group chat. It's a good time.
That's a good time.
Oh, well, they're not going to be part of the group. It's not like we're going to introduce like hundreds upon. Well, actually, it'll probably be more like 5 people to the group chat.
So, I mean,
To say that there are 5 people imply that anyone's going to watch this.
that's yeah, kinda. That's
Yeah.
kind of why. I
May-
started.
Maybe years later, when one of us is on trial for like murder, they'll look at this and be like, "It was here that he finally decided."
True. This is the breaking point.
The local man known as Vroom Dude, like, it's like Florida
This
man.
They
Man,
belong to a
Sargon of
religion
Akkad.
where they belong to a religion that worships a Mr. Skeleton.
Ignore what popped up on the screen, ladies.
That's
and
one of
gentlemen.
them freaky millennial cults.
Sick.
All right. Let's how about Alejandro? You want to go next?
All right.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm Alex. I'm I don't know. I might-
That's good.
I've basically throughout this entire thing, I'm gonna have 2 modes of not shutting the fuck up and not saying anything at all.
Oh, great.
It's gonna be kind of like a trial and error.
That's a good time.
Hopefully,
I
it
like
goes,
that.
Hopefully, it goes well.
It makes my heart sing.
Yeah, if it's something I'm passionate about, I'm not gonna shut the fuck up.
All right.
Nah. It has been firmly established.
Rants Reeves reality.
I eat children.
Fuck off, Jake. Hey, speaking of Jake,
Speaking of Jake,
Guess who?
guys, go subscribe to Jakelope.
Oh
how
no!
to please?
Yeah,
Seriously, go subscribe, bro.
Jacob.
Your
like a
greatest,
year.
honestly, Jake, your greatest video of all time is the last one you posted, the fucking Browning video. And
Okay.
to be honest, I
Browning
didn't
video?
watch it. I didn't watch it until like 2 weeks ago when me and Dylan and Colin were
Oh,
like,
dude, it wasn't even two. It was last weekend.
it was last
Yeah,
week.
dude, that was
Last
exactly.
week.
and
a week
we
ago.
went through your videos and we went through like the New Age Stoning videos and we watched that video and Holy fuck! It was like just like a balls fest. I was like, what? I was like, holy shit!
It was either that one. I think it's a tie between that one and the My Body cover.
The My Body cover.
That one.
Yeah,
My Body
that's a
cover.
legendary cover.
I think I actually enjoyed making my body cover a little bit more because it took like no talent. Like it took
I
zero.
want to die.
Here, I'm gonna splice all these videos into one. Hope you like it.
I mean, that's kind of the greatest part about a cover. Like, everybody thinks they're great. Like, a certain person that has a name that's a lot like Bortney Lion. Like,
Wow, guys, our censorship skills never nothing. Who
Extraordinary.
needs editing when we?
Yeah.
I mean,
Little do I know.
that woman who did that cover had a really nice voice, but the fact that we knew her in person just makes her terrifying.
It's
Yeah.
the greatest. I'm telling you, you gotta believe me.
Absolute best. Never seen better.
all right.
Hey,
So
Colin.
Jinx.
Let's introduce
Okay.
Colin.
Colin.
Yeah.
We have
Oh,
Colin.
yay! I'm.
Oh, guys, never mind. Let's go introduce Colin.
You sound like Narwhal.
There you go, Colin. That's all
That's
it's
my.
good.
Colin,
Run out of
Colin.
time. Okay.
Colin, you're forbidden from talking for the rest of the podcast.
all
Yeah,
I can
you-
expect from Colin is just like him to just jump out and be like, "Hey there, my cranky crew!" Like that's pretty much all I
What
can expect.
the-
from
Good
Colin.
morning, Krusty Crew.
Basically.
Am I fucking cool cat or? Oh, I have made a.
Well, welcome to
boy.
the fucking podcast, kids. Okay.
Woo!
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Only
Cool.
like three of
All
us
right,
got
so-
a proper intro, but fuck
So
it.
in this stream, we are going to talk. I want to talk briefly about me and a couple others in this congregation went and saw the movie It. The
Okay, so
new
I
movie.
saw that.
You did
Yeah,
see
I saw
it?
that.
Oh, awesome.
You did?
I saw that. You were
What, another
putting a
movie
bunch of
called that or
things-
it?
Well, no, I saw that like in like the outline that we were going to be like. There's a lot of it going on, and I was
Yes.
like, "How does Mr. Skeletal like? Are they trying to splice Mr. Skeletal and it? Like, is this
No.
going to become
Yes.
fucking the
Sure.
kid walks
No,
around?
Yeah, why not? Is this real enough
Yeah.
for you, Billy?
Jake went and saw that. It's retarded cousin.
No. I starred in that.
He's like actually trying to be nice to the kids and like give them presents and everything, but the kids are like, no.
Get ready to ready to see the sequel to the smash hit It.
Wait, guys,
This.
I say that
first
just
insult
fucking
in
by
third
Warner Brothers, fucking like now coming to a theater near you. This, like,
It just shows a picture of Stephen King getting run over by that car.
And Donald Trump is driving.
I mean, we could get all metaphysical and Alan Watts on this shit and just be like, okay, what is that? That is water. No, it isn't. And that is that because water
Are you
is the
saying that we're
sound
about
that.
to invent
Because
a
fuck your
Schrodinger's
brain.
It? Are you saying we're about to create a Schrodinger's It sequel?
Yes.
probably.
No, that would be, is it actually real or not? Because we don't know, because we won't open the box. What I'm saying is that,
Well, actually real.
is that when you say, okay, what is that? And you point towards a river and somebody says that is water, it is technically, like, I don't know, grammatically, I guess would be the word to use here, but technically it's not, because water is just the sound you're using to describe what that is.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, so moving on.
So
Yes.
basically, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the the before we get into the movie. I wanted to talk about kind of like our theater experience, our great theater experience, especially
Ooh.
surrounding Mr.
I-
Colin Hughes.
Wait, are we allowed to talk about what the theater was? Like the
I
name,
wouldn't.
or-
I wouldn't personally. I would just call it a
No.
theater. Basically, this theater near
We're gonna
where we
call
live.
It, I don't know. Let's call it the.
The
Synagogue.
Blagic Lantern.
Oh wait,
Wow.
no, it was the Blagic Lantern.
Way to
It was the Blagic Lantern.
Way to be subtle.
The
and
Magic
basically-
Blumpkin, I live right next to there.
The Magic Blumpkin.
Isn't that? Or
I
already magical?
I can't say I've received a magic blumpkin in my lifetime.
I'm pretty sure that would already be magical though. So
You just didn't know. You've
A
already been there.
blumpkin is inherently magical. Reading the newspaper, taking a shit, you know, getting
Except Blumpkins are pretty fucking magical.
getting the action, bro.
oh, man.
Anyway,
Okay.
so basically we get to the theater, right? It's me, Alex, and Colin. And Dylan was gonna come, but then he just like didn't. So it's
He was doing
fine.
the fucking
Family,
Blumpkin
okay?
at that point.
So yeah, he's getting
I
Blumpkin.
was getting a magic blumpkin.
Yeah, he was. Anyway, so we get to this theater. It's a very nice, you know, Victorian style like it was used to be in like an actual like theater. And it's like an
I
incredibly
love
Yeah,
nice
the
it's
theater.
all-
Magic Blumpkin. The actual Magic Blumpkin is fucking awesome.
Indeed.
That is when they let you into it.
Yeah. And like
Wait,
the yeah, well that's the thing. So this is a local theater, right? And so we go in and we assume that they're not gonna check cards. The thing is, me and Alex are old enough to see rated R movies. Little Colin is not. He's like you're what like 5 minutes away from being able to see a rated R movie.
I'm 5 months away from exactly actually.
Yeah. I said 5 minutes, but 5 months is fine too.
Fucking almost legal.
But like,
Oh,
barely
God damn it.
legal teen.
It's loud by black guys.
Uh-oh. Never in my
Anyway.
life.
And so they all of a sudden, like, we didn't expect them to card at all. And they carded Alex, they carded me, and they carded Colin, and they told him that he couldn't get into the rated R movie. So we were like, all right, just buy a ticket to one of the other fucking movies. And then just walk into that one like everybody else. And so he buys a ticket to like some pretentious Oscar bait and
The Glass Castle.
Glass
Yeah.
Castles. And we
It
go into the
was-
theater. We're sitting
Wow,
through the
fucking Glass
previews.
Castle.
And Colin rolls in on the scene. We're like, yeah, it worked. We did it. And then not even maybe like a minute behind him, one of the theater ladies comes over and she was very nice. She didn't tell Colin to get the fuck out of the theater or anything.
Oh
She was
yeah,
like,
no,
"You're
no,
supposed
I don't
to be
blame
watching."
Her. I don't blame her. I blame whoever the fuck decided to actually.
Card everybody.
Yeah.
She was like, "You're supposed to be
whoever
seeing
the hell
Glass
is in
Castles," and she was like, she was like, "Your ticket is for Glass Castles," and Colin was like, "Yeah, yep, sorry about that. Thank you. Have a great day." And he's just being a polite man. And he went to Glass Castles, and we sat through the first hour of the movie without Colin. And so Colin hasn't seen the first hour of this movie, which I mean,
However,
more or
I
less is just like the Georgie scene and then some other shit. Like that's more or less.
Wait. More importantly than how Colin got back in, which is what we should address.
Yes.
I am going to ask the important question: how fucking bad was Glass Castles?
Okay.
Oscar bait. He already said Oscar.
Yeah, I only saw an hour of it, and like, granted, I can't exactly give it the proper judgment because I was annoyed with not being able to see it. Like, I dragged my ass all the way from where I live to the Magic Lantern.
Yeah, no. The Bridge is not a short drive.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's a
I mean,
commitment.
I drove.
Well, yeah, but still.
Brunswick.
Here's the thing: I gave up working out
We all
that night to
drive.
go see it,
That's
and
fair.
god damn it, I wanted to see it, and I sat there. So I was like annoyed. There were like two other people in the theater, and both of them were like mumbling to themselves and smacking the fuck out of their lips with popcorn.
Of course.
Like, I remember one scene, one guy, I couldn't hear what he said, but he's, yeah, well, wow, would you look at that?
Dude, what makes me think that they actually like enjoy their own lives if they're watching Glass Castle?
Was it
Like they are there
Well,
to forget about
Maybe-
their existence.
Maybe they thought it
Fam-
was like a viewing of like Howl's Moving Castle, which is actually a good movie.
okay? But like, was it like a dude and a chick, or was it two dudes, or what was?
Was it two chicks?
Please tell me it was two like greasy looking, chubby, like man tits.
no,
are
they were just normal.
fucking,
They were just
like,
normal
Brett
looking.
Keane looking motherfuckers.
They were just normal looking average Joes.
No, where was the other man's like the other guy's? hand?
Very front row, didn't even come above the seat.
No. A hand. I'm talking about hand.
Oh, hand. I thought you said the other guy.
Yeah, were they
in the
together?
popcorn bucket, making a whole bunch of mess.
Both of them.
I don't know. There were a
Both
lot
hands in the
of,
popcorn button.
I mean, there were a lot of children in the movie, so
Oh, see that
Makes it
that's-
better.
I'm.
Oh my
whoa,
God.
whoa, racy, racy.
Whoa.
But
We're
so
not ending up in a
basically-
PewDiePie situation here, folks.
Here's-
Oh,
Now listen here, we respect the wishes of black people everywhere.
Why did you just?
We're gonna have to start this over now.
The
No,
whole thing.
The whole thing. The
I think
whole
it's-
15
think it's
minutes
fair
we've
to
been
say
on air.
this.
we have to uninstall and reinstall
Anyway,
OBS
so
now.
now we have to. Okay, so basically, here's what happens: we get through the first hour of the movie. A wild Colin appears and sits down, and we watch the rest of the movie. And the movie itself. Let's talk about. This will be a non-spoilers review because there are people in this podcast that have not seen the film, and I don't know if they want to see the film. So I'm just not gonna get into spoilers. But
I mean, if you guys wanna
2017.
watch it.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was decent. It
I
was
thought it was
surprisingly
pretty good.
decent.
I didn't
Especially
think it was.
considering that two other reviewers, we'll refer to them as Paul Blart and TJ. I don't know. I tried to fuck it, just move on. Anyway,
CJ.
anyway, they
Damn
fucking tore a new asshole. So
Yeah,
that's
well,
because
kind of-
those two are
that's-
cynical.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
hate everything. So yeah, I thought
Basically,
this movie was
unless
pretty good.
it's giving them a blowjob, they hate it.
Yeah, I thought all the performances.
And shoving a banana up their ass.
I thought all the performances were really good. I thought most of the cinematography was pretty good. I thought Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, when he was just kind of like actually being like Pennywise and like actually acting, and he wasn't like a CGI amalgamation. I thought he was excellent. I thought he fit the character pretty well. The only thing was like I felt like he couldn't decide on like what voice he wanted to use. You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Yeah.
well,
Like
it's
he-
kind of difficult when most audio cues are like
Shit. Jake.
I'm making it sounds. Let's fucking go.
Anyways, second time through, I realized that the audio, like when it needed to be on point, it was on point.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, it was pretty excess with just like just like tension building audio
Yeah,
that's like just like
I-
very Conjuring-esque, very Insidious-esque. Like
Yeah, I felt like a
know,
lot of the audio in this movie was like a lot of the music was just like out of place. I thought for at least
Yeah.
for like a horror movie like this, like a good like renovated Stephen King flick, I feel like a lot of the quiet moments would have like I feel like a lot of these scary moments would have worked way better if it was just like no music, like some like No Country for Old Men shit. Just like
yeah.
like that one scene. There's one scene. It's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. Is when Pennywise has like the balloons and he's like over by the house, like the house, and like it's like the big upside down triangle of balloons, and he like lets it go up, and he does his fucking lower lip smile thing, like that. But it's like going like just like and it's like that would have been so much better if it was just totally silent. Like, can you imagine how fucking terrifying that would be? You know what I
didn't
mean?
we
Like,
discuss that like outside the theater after we watched
we
it.
did, yeah, we did
Yeah.
discuss a lot
Yeah.
of this stuff. And, like,
I mean,
and-
fuck. We basically did the podcast and did all but record it outside the theater.
A
more or
little
less. And I thought, I don't know, I thought the ending, like, I thought the last third of the movie was a little weak. It was, I mean, it was still good, but it wasn't as good as the first 2/3 of the movie. Now that I have time to think about it, I don't know, something.
I think they just like needed to wrap it up. That was why. Like,
Yeah, I feel, and like
Yeah.
that fucking. We're gonna talk about it later, but the fucking dancing thing that got turned into a meme.
no.
That was.
Why was that in the movie?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be for better or for worse. That is an image that will stay with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Me
Like
too, man.
honestly, like now that you mention it, like it is kind of funny, but it is also at the same time unsettling because
Yeah.
it is this demon doing a really strange dance.
I didn't know
This
this,
is the dance of my loneliness.
but Bill Skarsgård comes from like an entire family of actors, and like his dad was in Good Will Hunting, and that's the only one I know.
I mean,
but
you also gotta think about this. His name is literally Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Well, yeah, I get that, but like,
Well, no,
that's
well,
not him.
there's a reason. There's a reason for why.
That's just the
though.
form that he takes. Like that's not.
Yeah.
Like he does have
Yeah.
an actual name.
But
Like, it's like
I am just saying, like, the random dancing. I mean, it is kind of justified in the name.
no, but I mean,
get
like,
it.
but in the
Like,
context, if you'd seen the movie, you would understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you made an effort.
If you had shown up and saw the movie, maybe you would
Yeah.
understand what I'm talking about, Dylan.
Maybe if y'all, let me, fuck yourselves.
Oh,
there we go. I was wondering when
really showed us there,
It's-
pal.
It's called a sister and a nephew. So.
yeah, fuck them.
But you have a fucking
wow.
life, dude.
Oh, so
you
you
have
want
a
to
functioning family?
fuck a 3-year-old? Huh? You,
No,
you
not actually.
pedophile.
God,
Hey, man,
sick.
Yeah.
you wouldn't want
Sure.
Okay, so, and like, I think as a movie, I thought this movie did its job. Like, I thought it was entertaining. I thought
Like-
at points it was scary. All the performances were good. It was a well put together package.
Like
in
the
general.
best scenes of the fucking movie, which it's kind of fitting because that's kind of the theme of the movie, is when all of the kids are together.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the writing for the characters and the actors is like fucking fantastic.
Oh my god, one of my favorite lines in the movie is when Richie is like bullshitting, or like Eddie is he's talking about, he's like, that's poison ivy, that's poison ivy, that's poison ivy, and Richie's just like, not every fucking plant is poison ivy, Richie. It's fucking hilarious.
Do you know what these are? These are gazebos.
They're bullshit.
when Bev's been captured, fucking how did that meme go?
Oh fuck! When Beverly's been captured, you broke your arm fighting a demon clown, and now you just learned that your pills are gazebos.
Oh, shit.
and then there's the one which is Richie. It's like basically the line from the end of the movie. He's just like, "You had me trudging through shitty water."
Oh, you punched me in the face.
You punched me in the face, you dragged me through a crack house, and now I'm gonna have to kill this fucking clown.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that actor is so good. I don't know what his name is, but he's a fucking awesome actor. It's the kid who's in Stranger Things, right? He plays Will in Stranger Things.
I don't know, I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, you
Yeah.
haven't even seen Stranger
He was
okay.
awesome. He was great in this movie.
I'm just gonna sidetrack.
I mean,
for
all
a
the
second.
kids, all the kids were
Yeah.
excellent in this movie. I feel like they
Yeah.
didn't give. I feel like they didn't give Mike any character at all. Like it was
No.
like, oh, I shoot sheep in the head. That's
Well, in the
what
book,
I
the whole
do."
reason he's there is to establish like the racism in Derry, Maine.
Yeah, but it's like they put it back in They put it forward in 1989, so it's like why wouldn't they have it back in the 50s so that way like Mike would have more character. And also they gave the whole librarian research thing to Ben, even though that was Mike's initial character viewpoint, and it's like that even works more with like the racism shit, because it's like you have a black kid during Jim Crow reading intensely,
Yeah, right.
like, well, like, you know what I mean? Like that's such an excellent character development sort of setup, but instead they took two things away, and they literally gave him like this husk of a character. I mean, and the actor was good. I mean, he portrayed a personality at least.
Yeah, it felt like a human being at least.
Yeah, but it's like I felt like I didn't really know anything about him. You know what I mean? I felt like, you know, and he didn't have a lot of lines in the movie either. And
No,
like
honestly, he was barely in there.
Yeah. And upon reviewing further some of the clips that are in this movie, I found one part of this movie that I thought made no fucking sense whatsoever. Like, a lot of the scenes are pretty good, but this one scene I thought, now that I think about it, is like bad. It's so bad. And I actually have it pulled up. I have it pulled up here for everybody. I don't know if everyone's going to be able to watch it, but it's the "It was real enough for Georgie" scene.
Oh.
From the movie.
Put it in the chat.
It's, I'm just gonna fucking...
It's sent in your email, so if you want to watch it, then I would suggest just going to your email and watching it.
Hold on a minute. Let me do this.
People don't use email. What's an email?
I remember like a few years ago, Zuckerberg was like, "Email will be obsolete by 2014."
Who said that?
Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, Zuck the cuck.
Fuck the Zuck,
Zuck
dude.
the cuck. Fuck that Zuck.
So, yeah. So this, this fucking video is incredible. Makes me laugh. So let's just watch this masterpiece. So he turns around and this isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. Oh, fuck. Who's real enough for Georgie? Now, anyone watching the podcast, I don't know if you noticed how fucking far Pennywise is from these two children. Literally, look, this is a 10-foot room. It takes him 3 seconds to move 5 feet. I can walk 5 feet in half a second. Why does it... Is he the slowest moving leaper
dude? Damn.
on the planet?
I mean...
No, but like, Pennywise is literally leaping at these kids. He's straight up leaping.
Are you talking, is this that frame? Okay, yeah, it is a video. I have no idea how to open it, but hey.
You have to click on present up at the top.
He's not in his email, I don't think.
Oh no, he found it.
Oh.
Like this video is it's incredible. Like I'm just like, how do you make this logical leap? Like
only in the movies.
Okay,
he literally moves so slow.
This video is my fucking life. This is beautiful. This is amazing. Like
he literally moves so slow. He's moving so slow, and it's got that. It's got the fucking stupid Conjuring audio. So I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck is? Hold up! Stop everything! What the fuck is this? Wanted for beating my wife.
No!
Oh no!
No.
And we've moved on. Look at
No.
that.
And
We're
here
not-
we are.
No, we're not discussing that subject.
All right, any of you want to talk about it? Well, tough shit.
I also wanted to talk about the fact that this movie has officially been memed. It has been memeified.
no.
It is a meme now. Yes, it has become memed.
Wait, so for you, in your own personal experience, this was not a meme before it even released?
I mean, it was a meme before it released, but now it's like there's specifically one scene that is a meme now. It's the Pennywise dancing scene. It has become
beautiful.
It has become a critical meme. In meme culture.
I was watching the other video. I was watching the fucking dance.
Yeah.
Oh, you
What's
dumbass.
this video?
Yeah, it's quite
Why is
incredible.
his forehead so big?
Dude, I don't know, casting reasons. I honestly,
His forehead? Just to give him a more otherworldly look.
It's his forehead
I would,
and it's his
I would
lips.
go
Those are
more
the
into
two.
it, but that kind of spoils like this one moment in the movie.
Oh my god,
That was like
most
the only
fucking
part of that.
disgusting part of the whole movie. Yeah, it's so gross. It's so gross.
What was the most disgusting part? Hang on. I was off watching the fucking...
We won't tell you because, like,
because this is a non-spoiler review. I guess you can't really spoil it because there's like 2 different adaptations of the story that have already been widespread.
Donate to the d00tcast Patreon to get the spoiler review.
Oh no!
The Patreon.
Oh no.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a good time. So yeah, It review. Yeah, I thought it was overall I thought it was pretty good. Other than that one fucking scene, that brings it down 100 points. But like the meme brings it up like 50 points.
And so this might come as a surprise, or it might not. Who knows? But an actual serious comment from Jake here. The cinematography on the first video we were supposed to watch, not the one that I watched. I don't like it.
Oh, I think
I don't like it.
I don't think that's where the cinematography shines.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
That scene,
I think you're right, because I've seen shots from the trailer that are better than that one.
Yeah,
like, that
scene is built to scare you. It's not built to make suspense or like create an atmosphere. Like the stage is already set. It's in motion. Like there's nothing more to set. You're not supposed to be paying attention to much other than, you know, the scary demon clown.
Ooh, clown, yeah.
Spoogly
I feel like they spent too much time trying to make Pennywise like too like oogly boogly instead of trying to, because like the whole point of Stephen King's It is that Pennywise like psychologically like fucks with you. It's not that Pennywise is oogly boogly boogly, like he doesn't like run at you and go.
I mean, to be fair, to give the movie credit, it wasn't just completely jump scares. Like there was a little bit of psych horror in it, just a little like taste of it.
Like I thought the scene, I thought the scene with the hair.
That was
I thought that was a good scene. Yeah. I really, for a horror movie, it's like that was a great horror scene.
Yeah,
well, it was creative. The one part that I don't like is the whole clown like sometimes the clown aspect, like they played it too heavily. Like the whole egg boy.
That was so dumb.
Okay, can we address?
Wait,
can we quickly address beep beep Richie?
Yeah, he doesn't. Nobody says beep beep Richie in that whole movie, but they say it like, in the original miniseries. Like, and the only reason it's there is just to be like, it's a wink, it's a nod.
Guys,
winky wink.
It's a reference to the book, guys. Even though we already had a Lego turtle, and that was good enough to make fans cream themselves.
I don't know, like, I just think it's, like, I feel like one of the bigger mistakes that they made was changing the date to 1989.
Oh, whoa, somebody has an open mic.
Somebody has feedback, yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck me.
Well, that is me.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like...
I was supposed to lose my shit.
I mean, but to sum it all up... Oh, Jesus, are you guys hearing that too?
Yes. Oh, it's gone now, I think.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, to sum it all up, it did a really good job. Its characters were good. They had good motivation. They had a good little arc at the end. Bill Skarsgård. Wait a second. Before we sum this up, can we talk about just really quickly Henry Bowers?
I thought when I think he had Hayden Christensen disease, where
when he opened his mouth.
No. The thing with Hayden Christensen is that when he doesn't talk, he's fucking awesome.
When he opens his mouth,
I'm just like, ugh. I just
like. You underestimate my power. Like, was that along the lines?
Kind of.
I mean,
like,
I hate sand.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought Henry Bowers, when he didn't talk, when he was just expressing with his face, he was really great. In one particular scene that everyone who's watched the movie knows what I'm talking about, when he's leaning on the truck.
Yeah, that was good.
That particular part of the movie, I thought that was awesome.
So he's more like a film noir kind of guy, you know. Just
I
like
guess so. Well, they talk a lot in film noir, though.
But it's all like baseline, you know. It's all.
Well, it's pure emotion in the face.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He's got expression down, which is really weird for a child actor. This guy's like maybe 16, 17, having expression down perfectly and not having your delivery down. Like I feel like as a new actor that should be totally in reverse, because expression is it's a subconscious thing, but like speaking, that's not quite as difficult. Like I didn't believe anything Henry Bowers was saying through this whole movie, but when you look at his face, if you were to mute all the Henry Bowers scenes in this movie, like you would totally believe it, but like you hear his delivery and I'm just like
and that's not even a good.
Also, Henry Bowers in this movie, like just the way they set up his character and the way they made him look with the stupid mullet, like he's the kind of guy that we would have bullied in high school, and we weren't popular.
And we're not even bullies.
We're not.
Like, it's bad.
We're very fun.
Like us in high school, we were the losers club.
Yeah. And we would have bullied Henry Bowers.
Let's
that's how
not
bad it
shoot
was.
ourselves too short, because we still have to remember that
There were Skidapigs.
3, 4.
Oh no!
The Skidapigs. See,
There were
here's
people
the
below us.
background for all of you kids at home. You know,
Who have
licking your
been
lollipops
spared
and
the
stuff. I don't
goddamn-
want to know, but a little background story for you. We come from a place where the term Skidapig used to its fullest extent. Fucking Google it. I'm not gonna explain it. Whoa. It was used in a good light.
Oh, the
Skidapigs and rednecks of the like were of a higher social class than us
yeah.
at
Yeah.
that
you
particular
believe it?
school.
Can you believe it?
And so, we know people who are lower than us on that tree. And that's not a good thing, though. I think we found the happy medium.
It's funny because we weren't like super low on the totem pole, but I mean,
I think like late middle school, early high school, we were definitely pretty low, just because everybody is so like quick and easy to put everybody like where they think they should go.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about high school right now? Because like,
I'm talking late middle school, early high school for that.
Yeah, like I felt like that was the most.
But then
that
like
period of time was the most like click type.
fucking 8th
thing.
grade, dude. Holy
oh,
shit!
fuck no, I don't want to remember 8th grade. The
8th
only
grade
part of
sucks.
8th
why are we
grade,
even talking about
the
grade
only
school
part
right now
of
anyways?
8th
That's
grade I
terrifying.
want to remember is Skyrim.
Pretty much.
True, dude.
They released
Skyrim came
Skyrim.
out. Skyrim will have come out 6 years ago in like what 2 months.
Yep.
I
What?
typically prefer not to remember 8th grade. 8th grade was the worst. I know I just said why are we talking about grade school, but since we are, I guess.
This is a podcast. We do what we like.
I typically tend to fucking try as hard as I can not to remember it
True.
for like 18 reasons probably.
There are so many reasons why I remember.
Fuck
8th
8th grade,
Like,
fuck
I
middle
don't,
school,
I don't
fuck
like
all these
remembering
things.
8th grade
35
for the
reasons
most
why.
part. But there are so many reasons why I remember.
I felt like all of us being friends minus Colin was kind of solidified in 8th grade.
It's
I
very
feel like
true.
because we were all separated for a long time, and then in 8th
It
grade
was
we were just kind
solidified
of like
for
put
me when I
together.
went, hey, these
Welcome,
kids
welcome to the fields,
heard
guys.
that I shot shit up and they don't they don't want to get the fuck away from me? That's amazing. Like they think I'm a homicidal maniac and they're still sticking around.
We were all friends with you before that happened, though.
That's very true.
I remember for a long time, like 4th grade to like about 7th grade, or well, really 4th grade to 6th grade, my only real friend was Noah. And then like in 6th grade, I met Dean. And then 7th grade, I met the rest of you. But it took me like a year to actually like fully friend you guys because
The
I
only
was
human
like,
communication we ever had until
I don't trust them.
yeah, like the only human communication we actually ever had until the point where we all kind of formed together was literally just me yelling in your face like smoking cocaine, which doesn't make sense. Like the
It especially doesn't make sense because that was my joke.
Because you don't smoke
that.
cocaine.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the joke, is that you don't smoke cocaine, but
it was.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Smoke.
let's give a round of applause for Noah, guys. Coming in with the one-liners.
Good job,
Coming in with the
Noah.
one-liners. Bring it in. Bring it in. Thanks, Noah.
Yank!
All right.
Oh no! Let's not talk about that experience.
No, speaking of school and like what we used to do in school, I'm gonna bring up Francis of the Filth.
Oh no!
I was at work
What?
today.
He's almost still relevant.
I was at work today. Okay, so there's no. I'm gonna give you a little bit of background. I drive trucks for a living, so there's no radio in my truck. So I bring a portable speaker.
Wait, you said we're
And,
not supposed to talk about Brett Keane right now?
What?
What? What?
What?
Never mind.
So
Never mind.
okay. Anyways, so I bring a portable speaker, and I got so bored today in the truck that I literally listened to the entirety of Pink Season in the truck. The entirety
It's a good album.
of Pink Season.
Including props.
I like it.
You say that
And
like that's a
Falcon
bad
Punch.
thing.
It's not a great album. It's just a good album.
Dude, I was like,
And-
you know what? I have like Pandora is not working for me right now, and it's playing lame ass songs. So I was like, fuck it, Pink Season, and I listened to the entire like hour and like 45 minutes of Pink Season.
Yeah, that album's fucking long.
An hour and
It's-
28 minutes.
Okay,
actually.
I'm gonna go listen to it right now.
It's stupid long.
No, don't
I'm
be
listening
listening
to
to
Pink
it
Season
right
right now.
now.
Nope, I'm doing it.
Don't. I'm telling you, don't do it.
I'm doing it. Right here.
This is not the place to do that.
Yep.
Squawk.
It's happening.
He's listening to it. That's what he's doing right now.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
An
Dylan.
hour and 18 minutes and 25 seconds. The entirety of that.
I can't believe that album's fucking
This
long.
only can let's all just fucking shout out to Francis the Filth right now because
Cause like
what
I
the
haven't
fuck?
watched.
He released his album on the 24th of May of 2017, and it is now the 23rd of September 2017, and he is all but dead. Because
Yeah,
of what-
literally.
what
happened? I don't
because
understand what
of-
happened.
Their
The Filth
stupid
Bible.
bullshit. They're fucking. Oh, you're not suitable for all advertisers, so we're gonna immediately
the
demonetize.
adpocalypse.
Yeah, the adpocalypse. Because of that, he stopped making videos after a while. I mean, he didn't actually stop. I'm not saying that he stopped at all. Like anybody who's actually watching this, don't take my bullshit as true because it's not. It's more just an abbreviated way of saying he's not making videos that much anymore. Given
Yeah,
that is partially because he's off touring.
He is,
but-
that's true.
He is off touring. But on the same token, I'm sure he's
I mean, the
smart enough.
apocalypse
Joji's
definitely
a smart
comes
enough
into
guy.
play.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure Joji's a smart enough guy to, know where he came from, and he's probably, I'm guessing, the kind of guy who would want to get back to that community. I don't think he
Dude,
would just
yeah,
be
YouTube-
as bold as to ditch.
YouTube
YouTube.
fucking hates him.
Which is funny because
And
YouTube, as a viewer source, loves him.
I know, and they must hate that, dude. They must fucking hate that.
It's a
I
love-hate
just-
They
relationship,
both
really.
love and hate the filth. The filthy Frank.
More or less.
I honestly
YouTube hates him, but the viewers love him.
The
He's
thing
aggro
is-
against the crowd.
Filthy
it's-
Frank is the Anakin of YouTube.
What?
How?
Yep.
Elaborate.
Okay,
What?
that's a
Does
pretty.
YouTube-
I'm confused.
Does
That's a
YouTube have the
huge
high
jump.
ground?
He is the most. He is the most. This is gonna sound a lot stupider the more I go
Okay,
into it,
so,
by the way, because I'm
I'm just
instantly
gonna say,
regretting this.
He has
But
the
he is
low
the
ground and
most-
gets burned. That's
No.
He got his
loses
fucking-
all of his shit.
His fucking
fuck
legs
up,
cut
Dylan.
off.
Okay, wait.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna add on to Dylan's.
No, you're not.
Gets
Shut
the
the
low
fuck up.
ground, gets burned, but then he turns into Darth Vader.
Right, but coming full circle, he, in his own light, or as I've actually been looking at a lot of theories and leaks and stuff like that to the next The Last Jedi, and there's a good chance that he might actually, in a form, come back. So I think what Disney is actually trying to do is trying to complete the prophecy that was spoken about from the prequels.
Filthy Frank?
No!
Wait a second. Is this a universe where Pink Season actually comes out soon?
Yes, it's true. Dude, I remember, literally,
that's
when he put out that video, when he put out the video that had the thing at the very end where he's like, "Pink Season coming soon," like, I'm pretty sure he literally was just like, "I'm gonna make another album and I'm gonna call it Pink Season. I hit the record button, ding," and he's like, "Pink Season coming soon." 6 months later, I guess 6 months equals soon. I don't know what fucking kind of.
Anyways,
I don't know if he's using a sundial or what to tell time, but
No, he's just been locked in a basement getting waterboarded 3 times a day.
oh my god,
Oh no.
that's probably how he got into the mental state in order to make that fucking record. Honestly,
It's true.
There's literally a song that has directions to a dog eating festival.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
The correlation
Okay,
I was making, just to wrap that up, is that he is the best character in some eyes and the worst in others. But everything together,
Are you
he
talking about
just
Jar Jar
is.
Binks right now?
I'm not
Listen,
talking about Jar Jar.
Listen, Jar Jar's
Talk
the
about
hero.
Filthy Frank in correlation to my very poorly said Star Wars comparison.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I can see what you're saying now. Okay.
I still don't understand it.
He's basically saying that Filthy Frank is like the Anakin of YouTube, mainly because he's the most loved, as in being Darth Vader. Darth Vader is pretty much a universally loved villain, but he's also the most hated in the concept of Hayden Christensen as Anakin, giving a lackluster performance, to say the least.
Right, because if everybody actually did hate Filthy Frank, they'd just say, "Hey, we hate that guy."
And then he would get enormously successful like Jinx, because everyone hates Jinx, but he still makes money.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
He's like, imagine a guy who sits in front of a camera and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna react to this video," and he sits and watches like a full 10-minute video and doesn't say anything. The entire video, he goes,
Yeah.
How does he not get DMCA'd, but H3 does?
Well,
when they actually react to it.
Well, you see, it's the thing is that H3 isn't family friendly. You see,
he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
the
real
friendly
troublemakers.
well, you see, H3, a Jewish man, is anti.
The key to being family friendly is just to not say anything. Is just to be completely fucking quiet.
And that's the beauty of Jinx.
And that's how you get advertisers. That advertisements now. You know, oh, he's family friendly because he doesn't say anything. So let's give him all of our money.
Fucking Schneider.
God,
We all get it. Yeah.
This ain't a fucking game, bitch.
All right, I'm gonna be the sourpuss who does this, but I think we need to move on to the whatever the fuck's next.
I kind of, now that we're kind of in the
Is there a
YouTube
next?
sphere, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about
Don't go to slide 5.
The bread queen?
I'm not going to slide 5 no. I wanted to talk a little bit about like the
bread
the current YouTube culture we live in. I don't know if you guys keep up with, like, ever since fucking Leafy and Pyro Cynical have kind of showed up. Hey guys, I'm Pyro Cynical. I look a little bit like a boy. I look a little bit like a girl. We're gonna watch some videos. I'm Pyro Cynical.
I make very obscure video game references.
Before we delve completely into this segment, because I know this is going to be a shithole.
Cancer.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I just want to mention we're streaming to nobody.
That's fine.
We'll ask you that.
Someone will see this.
We're people on YouTube who are streaming.
That's fine. You gotta start somewhere.
We're streaming.
Maybe
to one
Jenks
person.
was watching.
My point being
I hope.
is that when we make fun of all these people, I have to respectfully say that at least they have more subs than we do. At this point in time.
I
I
mean,
have at least 4.
I mean, to be fair,
the bar isn't very high, Jake.
To be fair, we are streaming at 12:36 local time.
Jake, this is an obscure right-wing podcast. I
You
mean,
said,
we're gonna get a lot.
you said that we're
Are
streaming
you
to
saying
nobody,
this is the
and
podcast where all the edgy people go, Colin? Because I think I have somebody who might want to.
Guys,
get in
shut
on
up,
that.
Alec.
Guys, that's baited.
Mormonism is the new edge. Mormonism is the new edge.
Oh no.
You said we're streaming
What?
to nobody, and it just made me think of fucking like the end of every Transformers movie. Just fucking, I am Optimus Prime, and if there are any more Autobots listening, like, and there's no fucking response, literally none.
Or the scene from I Am Legend.
Yes.
Will Smith is just fucking dumb. If there's anybody out there, I got memes. I've got Bread Queen. I've got Mr. Skeletal. And I've got, most importantly, mac and cheese.
No.
I could
Now,
really
what
use
do we
some
do
mac and
about
cheese right
that
now, though.
situation?
That's the problem.
So I wanted to talk about kind of like the surrounding YouTube culture, where it's like every time someone says something even slightly hypocritical, they're like, "Oh, well, you said the exact opposite 10 years ago, and now you have to apologize for it."
That's literally kind of what I was trying to disclaim. Yeah.
That's the most irritating shit. Like this most recent. I don't know if you guys keep up with this shit. I kind of like to keep up with this shit, but it's like
I
this
know
the
I
shit
can't wrap myself
between.
up in that.
The shit between like what was it like H3 and like Keemstar or whatever, like
yeah.
because
Oh boy, Killer
Yeah.
Keemstar. How is he still
fucking.
relevant?
At one point he was like in the top 10 subscribed or most like quickly growing channels in like July.
he's like I can't even explain what he is.
He's a
kinda
cockroach almost. Like you just can't. You cut off his head and he survives for another week.
He's
at
kind of
least.
like the anti-hero of YouTube, I think sometimes.
That's what he tries to play as. I think he tries to
Yeah.
play as the anti-hero. Like, oh, he knows he's a douchebag, and he's gonna tell you the hard facts and the real shit.
I'm gonna
but-
tell you the news.
But
Now listen, I know a pedophile, and this old man who has never done anything awful to anyone, who I've never had any interactions with whatsoever, is a pedophile.
But it's just like he plays it up like he knows all the hard facts and like all the like I'm saving everyone's just I'm a douchebag but then he's gonna whip right around and fucking like just
I am a douchebag, but
and-
I also deliver the news.
it's like and then on this like the same fucking like the other side of the coin is like he tries to like help everybody and like if someone starts shit with him he's like, oh well you could have just done this thing and I could have helped you out or something and so it
Are you
I
watching
think
Randy Savage now?
oh yeah
Listen here, brother. If you needed any money, you could have come to me.
I think
never do a Slim Jim.
the big thing for me is like in my opinion, I don't really want to get into the context of it because it's taking fucking forever to explain. But what I am gonna say is that I think H3 and Keemstar are both fucking wrong, and I think just like these YouTube fucking culture is just like so fucking like toxic, and like everyone constantly has to apologize for every little human thing that they do. Like it's so dumb. Like, wow, a person can make a mistake. What? You have to apologize.
You asked
You need to do an apology. You have to turn off ads on the video.
you ask like, oh, I don't know,
Yeah,
I don't know how much you guys keep up on, YouTube stuff or whatever. And I was thinking, well, pretty much I get all my news from fucking iDubbbz, like all his content cop. That's pretty much where I get all my shit from.
It's just fucking incredible how rash people are on YouTube.
Yep.
How quickly people come to like make decisions. Not only creators, but like
people are.
commenters as well. That too. You know what I mean? It's like people are like
the anonymity, even in front of the camera, is outrageous. And anybody who doesn't particularly feel like having a soul at that moment can utilize that. And that's where you take the millions of fucking people that are constantly using YouTube and you just kind of shit on everyone. Like a constant shit fest.
the big thing, like, I don't know, it like just I think this YouTube culture that's been created in the wake of like Leafy and Pyrocynical and like just like this constant need to have like some sort of stupid fucking drama where someone needs to make an apology video and someone owes somebody $50 and they didn't pay him back. And just like, he didn't shout me out in the video. I'm so mad. I'm Pyrocynical. Like, it's incredibly.
What I think
it's incredibly irritating.
The thing is that people can like use this YouTube persona and can hide behind the fact that like they're not face to face with somebody. They can say whatever they want, and they have all these people behind them, and they could mean it, they could not mean it, just to publicize them or someone else. Whatever. I think they use that YouTube persona to just kind of like hide themselves.
Well, yeah.
I mean, part of the problem with that nowadays is that people become so big now that everyone knows who they really are in real life, and there really is no separating their YouTube persona from their real life persona.
That's kind of like when Anita Sarkeesian at VidCon, I know this is old news now, was just like, you're a garbage human being, I'm so amazing. And then everybody's like,
no.
Not only that, but something a lot of people didn't talk about at that whole VidCon thing, but after that, did you guys ever hear about what happened at one of the speaker conferences between Anita Sarkeesian and Boogie?
Yes,
that was fucked up.
Yeah,
where he said something like probably the most reasonable thing on that whole speaker, like in that whole like conference, and he's like, I think that it's like no matter what your race, religion, sex, gender, weight, everyone can be in danger, everyone can be harassed. It's more of an individual thing. We need to look at people on an individual level instead of putting them in all these different boxes. Because he was talking about
gay.
He was talking about an anecdote where he got doxxed, or like he thought he got doxxed, but it was actually the dox was an address to his friend's house, and some people like put like a fucking hit on Boogie to like kill him.
It was his friend's house, so it was gonna be like a
so the guy went to the hitman went to his fucking house.
Oh, Terminator 1, that one.
So
with Sarah Connor
went to his friend's fucking house. That shit was like.
Did he kill him?
No, nothing actually happened from it, but still, it was still a dangerous situation.
Yeah,
that's incredibly fucking dangerous.
But then here's the kicker.
When the hitman got the address right, why didn't he fucking? Yeah, I'm curious.
Here's the kicker, dude. So after that happens, right? After he says that, and everyone's, fucking clapping, obviously. After they get off stage, Anita stops Boogie and is like, yeah, I'm really sorry that happened to you, but I think it's fucked up that you said that at the very end so that I couldn't respond.
It's just like, there's nothing to respond to that. It's not like Boogie was personally attacking.
Besides, it's not like Anita Sarkeesian has been acquainted with having an argument with someone rather than just simply
just putting himself in front of a camera and talking shit to somebody who can't reply at that second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or just screaming over them because they have a microphone.
No, that's Francesca Ramsey, Alex.
Well, that was all during the same event anyway.
Yeah. Well, and like fucking she doesn't even she doesn't even write like all the feminist frequency videos. She doesn't even write all those videos. It's fucking fucking Ryan McIntosh or something. Like she literally gets all her opinions fed to her from a man about feminism. Just let that sink in for a minute.
Yeah.
I've wanted to say something this whole time, but I can't.
Okay.
My soul is too pure.
Just put it in the Discord chat.
It's some
or in the group chat.
E-dubes.
E-dupes. Don't you think that's a little hypocritical, I-dubs? You do the same shit in your videos. Yeah, so, yeah, I think, yeah.
Tell me somebody gets that.
It is a good time. YouTube is so fun.
Nobody
What?
gets my little thing.
I know, right?
I'm not even looking. I have like
I'm not
500
looking at it
windows
now.
open right now.
Why'd
So
you
I
guys
can't
tell
even-
me to put it in the fucking
So that you would stop talking about it and be like, all right, yeah, there we go. I said it.
YouTuber, you can find footage of a games journalist, a man paid to, review games, having trouble with the tutorial level of Cuphead.
Okay. Not that you're meant to talk about that on this particular episode, but Cuphead, I am excited about that shit. I am so excited for Cuphead.
Yeah, they
I
use
don't even
traditional.
know what is Cuphead. I still don't know what this is.
It's like Betty Boop
amazing.
animation.
It's like Betty Boop
Oh.
animation, and it's just a side-scroller game. It's just
Yeah.
like some good old-fashioned fun. You know what I mean? You just kill things as a cup.
And that's the thing. It's
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
What?
What?
Oh,
What the
what would
fuck?
we do without our fearless leader?
I mean,
I think he's yeah, he's gonna kill a bug on his wall because it's kind of
Another
Chris
bug.
doesn't like bugs. Just
well,
there's two of them.
now that our
There's one
now that our leader is gone, we have an excuse to say as many racial slurs as possible.
Oh,
while
no.
he's gone.
Colin, no.
No, Colin.
No, Colin.
Colin, no.
Wait a minute. Yes. Yes.
No, Jake, it was a
Colin,
joke.
no.
You'll
Jake,
be
no.
happy to know that I murdered both of those bugs.
Yeah, he fucking.
I fucking murdered the shit out of those
Give me the
bugs.
PETA hotline right now. I am offended.
I'm defended.
I'm so defended right now. I'm pyrocynical.
Oh God, no.
Oh,
Hey guys,
man.
pyrocynical here.
His voice is so fun to imitate. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, it's awesome.
Oh, it's fun.
It's
It's
perfect.
mine.
And fucking Keemstar is-
recordings of myself while eating
And fucking Keemstar is a pedo.
He paid this girl to
What are you,
show
like
her
the voice
tits and pussy on fucking live stream.
What the
Is
fuck are
he-
you trying to do right now? Are you trying to do the goddamn like every single citizen in every single Fable game ever? Like,
No, he's doing grade
No.
A under A.
Yes.
Fucking Keemstar.
I
What are
feel
you
that,
watching
okay.
right now, Dylan? Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know.
So where do we go from here, folks?
I don't know, wherever you want to
How
go.
long have we
Dude,
been-
this is a fucking journey. An hour and
Let's go to
2
Walmart.
minutes. Or hour and 3 minutes, actually.
Hour and 3
We've been
minutes.
broadcasting.
Pink Season's got 16 minutes and 25 seconds on us. We gotta surpass that shit.
Oh boy.
I was thinking like maybe like 2 hours.
Holy
I was gonna probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. I was gonna say.
Holy
I thought 2 hours is a good amount.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
3
Yeah.
hours. Yeah,
for
like,
3
bet your
hours,
ass,
we would
you
have
know,
to do
you-
it like midday, not freaking.
Yeah. I
You bet
feel-
your ass that I'm gonna be watching this shit later.
Just going through I have to watch this shit later because I have to separate some shit into like clips and
you gotta.
put that shit up, dude.
But what we should probably do next time, even though I'm kind of almost sounds like I'm wrapping this up, but I'm not really wrapping it up. We should really organize this a little more.
Well, I did. Yeah, I did a little. Well, I figured we would just be doing a lot of like free-form discussion,
Which
I
is what
felt
we've
like-
done, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I was kind of banking on because I feel like I didn't. Nobody would want anything too particularly organized. I didn't want to hit like a bunch of bullet points.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about Trump's hair.
Guys, let's.
I feel like
Guys,
this.
Corn has corn na. Yas, 2017.
I feel like this conversation has been pretty well excavated by literally anyone.
new leak from White House employees. Trump uses 4-ply, whereas he limits the employees to 1-ply.
He called Kim Jong Un in a big UN press conference Rocket Man.
Wait.
I saw that. That's hilarious.
He called him Rocket Man
No,
in an official UN press conference televised on live television across the nation. referred to Kim Jong-un, the dictator of North Korea, as Rocket Man.
A man who can very
I'm saying
well.
it right now. I don't want to make this podcast political. I don't give a shit what that guy does in office. I fucking love that man now. Okay?
He has some
make
balls.
I don't have anything really bad to say about him or anything, but there's just some funny ass shit that comes out of him.
Sometimes he's a bit brash.
He is a source
for this country.
He is a source of comedy that is unprecedented.
Fucking never ending.
Like, okay, I'm gonna say this: half the comedy that comes from Trump is other people freaking out about anything he does.
That's actually a pretty good point.
Case in point, the whole Kofefe thing or whatever.
That was awesome. That was beautiful.
Also the 2 scoops thing.
Yeah, 2 scoops.
The 2 scoops thing actually pissed me off. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? All these people go out there and get ice cream, and these fucks on the internet have the fucking... What else are you doing? Like, I don't get... He's the fucking leader of the country. He gives himself 2 ice creams. Oh, shit, now he's fucking Castro. Like, no. Nobody gives a shit.
He was Castro all along.
Donald Trump eats pineapple.
Then go in front of an orphan baby and be like, nah, fuck you, and kick it. Like, I don't give a shit.
Jake, calling him Castro doesn't work. They actually idolize Castro, remember?
Yeah, he's communist filth.
God, I hate.
Oh yeah, that's right. Castro's a communist, so that means he's a good guy, right?
Yeah.
Also, disclaimer: I don't kick orphans. I don't know if anybody actually heard that.
I would hope that you wouldn't kick an orphan. That's probably a bad. That's a bad time.
I mean, kicking an orphan is just as bad as kicking anyone, really.
I mean, it's true, but I mean, it is.
Or is it as bad as kicking no one?
But in the public eye, that's just it's even worse.
Yeah, I'm kind of the George Carlin philosophy, where it's like, this world is gonna burn at some point anyway, so it's like I might as well just enjoy the world just like crumbling to its knees, as comedy. You know what I mean? It just kind of it makes everything seem better than it really is. Like, I'm just like, called Kim Jong-un Rocket Man? That's fucking hilarious. Even though, like, when you think about it...
threatens H-bomb over the Pacific, causing hundreds of miles of contaminated water and food source. Ha! Rocket Man.
Did he actually, like, did it detonate? I thought he was just trying to see how far
he threatened it for now.
Yeah, he
but,
did.
Like, every threat he's made, except for Guam, he's actually, like, somehow... in some way achieved what he's threatened. So
if we went to war with North Korea, the amount of annihilation,
just be a pile of ashes.
The amount of annihilation would actually be impressive.
Going to war in general with any country at this point would end like that, because everyone's got a fucking stockpile of nukes that they're just getting ready to just throw at each other.
I feel like you didn't pay
attention. A lot of the nukes are centered around like America and Russia. Like everybody else, like only has like a few nukes.
Yeah,
only a few. Just a couple nukes.
In comparison to like close to 1,000 or something. I can't remember.
Don't we have like quad-digit fucking nukes right now?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
and then there's our aircraft carriers that are like 3 times larger than the next aircraft carrier.
I feel like we have enough nukes so that we should be able to give one to every senator and see what happens.
We probably could actually.
Ted Cruz would probably send it to like New Jersey or something.
He would drop it on the guy whoever posted the porn on his Twitter. Drop it right directly on his house and just like take a picture.
Network.
You know how when you look at the photos of like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you can see like where people were walking as they were just turned to ash by like you can see the shadows of where they were walking. He's gonna take a picture of that guy's like shadow, and he's gonna like paint it and put it on his wall. He's gonna have George Bush paint it and put it on his wall. You guys know how excellent of a You guys know how excellent of a painter George Bush is.
Do you know how excellent of a George Bush painters are?
I have a live feed window, because you should pull up some of George Bush's fucking paintings right now and show these people if they haven't seen it. Like, George Bush is. What the fuck? Like, why is he such a good painter? He's stupid.
I mean, he's good at painting, but he can't put a fucking raincoat on.
Yes.
Maybe he's just too much of a man for a raincoat. You think about that, Colin?
He's good at
Yeah.
painting, but he
Struggled
can't just
with it
leave a
for,
child
like,
behind.
30 seconds.
Fuck.
He's just sitting there desperately struggling with a raincoat,
fuck
trying to
just
figure out
happened?
how to fucking put it
I
on.
was saying
I don't know.
he's a good painter, but he just can't leave a child behind. Like,
Wait.
Asshole.
leave him behind, dude. Leave him behind. It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
Hashtag leave Bush behind.
Hashtag Jeb 2020.
Oh, come on.
Please
clap.
clap. I'm
Please
voting.
clap.
I'm voting for Kanye in 2020. Actually,
Oh God, no.
it's gonna be turned into the Black House.
I'm probably.
He's gonna hire Kyle Massey as the Secretary of State, so Corey will in fact be in the house.
Oh no.
Yes. It was my favorite fucking anime.
You know, for a campaign, all he has to do is just like replay the clip of him saying George Bush doesn't care about black people, and he'll get in office immediately.
True.
So, okay, you guys brought up a really good point here. Some important podcast material for you. Who would win in a face-off between Saitama and Corey in the house with an RPK?
Probably Easy Pete.
Easy fuck off.
I agree.
Easy Pete. God damn it.
I think it would be.
I think Mr. Popo would win.
Well,
Oh no.
okay, we can't include him because then it's just default. Like, there's no, you can't. No, that's just not fair.
It's
Who
just
would-
Mr.
who would
Popo
win in a
wins the
fight?
end.
Who would win in a fight? Ronald Reagan with the world's thickest phone book, or
Okay, continue.
or Dick Cheney with a shotgun would win.
Hold on.
The
With a
answer is
shotgun,
yes.
with a double
I have a
barrel
question.
shotgun and one shell.
Okay, is this phone book like every landline number in the world, all translated into every known written language?
Not only that, it's
World's thickest, dude.
It's not only is it every current landline translated into every known language known to man, including Latin, Gaelic, or fucking
Elvish. Orcish, black speech.
If it's every language, then it
Black
has to
speak.
be like you even got it down to binary.
Oh
Like
no!
binary. And by black
Morse
speak,
code.
I'm talking about the Harry Potter black speak. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Son of a bitch. I think all of us here can just
the pirate-
humble ourselves right now and
the
admit
pirate,
that every single one of us besides Ethan was thinking about African Americans.
I was thinking of Mordor, black speech.
Yeah.
Okay, well
The,
then I
uh,
guess I'm just a piece of shit.
Time to restart the podcast.
The
guys.
the pirate font on Facebook. That's also
Dova.
Oh,
Fucking Comic
Comic
Sans.
Sans.
not only is it every current landline,
Comic Sans is a language
but it's
now?
every landline that has ever existed, going up until 1950 until now. That's how thick this phone book is.
It even has
Yeah,
Alexander
it's
Graham
like
Bell's
1870.
fucking line.
Yeah, it does. It does.
1870 would be a thicker book.
It's
Phone
Okay.
number
Okay.
one.
Second question.
8675309 like 100 times.
Okay. I understand the absolute thickness of this book now.
Okay.
Now, my second question is this book like just naturally like in its book form, or is it otherwise weaponized? Like, is it all like duct
It
taped
is.
together?
It is a natural
kept
book
shut?
form. Ronald Reagan
Okay.
is holding the world's biggest phone book to his chest.
Okay. Third question. Now that you've cleared that up, can Ronald Reagan swing this like a natural weapon, or is his human abilities?
I was gonna say it's his
Limiting
superhuman
him.
capabilities
Well, obviously he has to be strong enough to lift the fucking phone book.
I mean, he has
the
the
phone book is probably
people,
easily
so
300 pounds.
That in itself is a feat.
I think you guys just don't have enough faith in Ronnie.
I've never lost, even now that he's apparently dead, I have never lost faith in Ronald Reagan.
Did you say apparently dead? Is he like
I said
Tupac?
apparently with air quote.
He just went to Cuba with all the other allegedly dead people.
He went to Cuba with Tupac, Biggie,
Elvis. Not Hitler though. He went to Argentina.
Yeah, he went to Argentina. Everyone knows he went to Argentina. Silly Billy.
No, guys, did you know that Hitler moved to the United States and became president in 2016?
Oh, literally Hitler.
Hey, okay, so I got another.
I actually kind of want to die a little bit more now.
I kind of.
Oh no, you just
good that it worked.
Yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So I got another like a versus here. Okay, so who would win? The Undertaker with a Spanish announcer.
God fucking
no.
Or Mankind.
I'd say
Hell in a
Glenn
Cell.
Jacobs would probably win the main electorate.
I think that the character that I created in WWE Smash 2003 that looks like Spider-Man would win.
That's just something we don't need to remember.
As you listen to this, imagine Gwen Stacy breaking her neck from like a 12-story fall.
It's her spine. It's her
spine,
Colin.
I can.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
I can one up that.
I'm sorry for mistaking the continuity.
Let me speak.
It's the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Let me speak.
Right to speak.
Holy fuck! Oh, okay. It's even better. It's the Pizza Time theme, but every note is just the sound, like that nice, deep,
every note is
gut-wrenching sound of her. Something along her spinal cord breaking.
And then in the background, it's Andrew Garfield going. If someone see this like 2 years from now and this has like 100,000 views or something like that, then can you make
bravo.
That? Yeah, first of all, bravo to us, and second of all, can you make that mashup, please?
And third, how did this become so morbid?
Yeah, how did this become so morbid? I think
that's because I decided to open my mouth.
Yeah, it's because Alex said open this.
So we started out with Ronald Reagan with the world's thickest phone book. We didn't even solve that one.
No, we didn't.
Then we went to the Undertaker throwing Mankind off the Hell in the Cell at the Spanish announcers table in 1998.
No. It was Undertaker with a Spanish announcers table versus Mankind and Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, with the Hell in a
Cell. So basically, the time that the Undertaker threw
the whole cell.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He threw the Hell in a Cell at Mankind.
How is it not fathomable?
And it's Hell in a Cell, so you're literally throwing hell in a cell at the Undertaker with a fucking table.
I mean,
yeah.
By technicality, isn't hell already a cell?
What the
fuck? Fucking Alex is on some Alan Watts shit over here. Isn't hell already a cell?
I've been listening to too many of his lectures. It's bad. Save
the chemicals are turning the frogs gay.
Chemicals are turning the freaking frogs gay.
I think that's a t-shirt. I need to buy that t-shirt.
Oh, man.
Oh.
d00tcast t-shirts coming soon.
Oh no.
Really.
That's too soon.
I would get like a d00tcast like baseball cap.
Beanie, dude.
Right now, d00tcast t-shirts are going to be a poorly drawn crayon picture of like a trumpet, like on a piece of like a notebook paper, and there's a string around it so that you can wear it around your neck.
It's just
Dylan, go find your trumpet and I'll like get like some face paint of a skull.
If I knew where my trumpet was.
Yeah, same. It's even worse because that trumpet was actually mine.
Fun fact: Alex and I used to play trumpet.
Yep, that's actually how we met. I hated his guts.
Hey man, don't worry. I used to blow goats. It's the same thing.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, fair enough. And ride horses.
Oh,
You're
fucking
calling
yes,
horse
dude.
cocks.
Another one of those horrible 8th grade references right there.
fucking
JRH.
ride horses, dude. But Jake rides
JRH,
horses.
NVR.
Dude.
Okay, yeah, seriously. Shout out to when the fucking asshole idiots in fucking prom night start jumping up and down in a mosh, yelling JRH NBR, while the rest of the fucking place looks at them like, what the fuck is wrong? Is this a cult? Like, what's going on?
NBR. It was a country song playing in the background.
Yeah, I don't.
There
What
was a
song
country
was
song.
that? What song was that?
I think it was She thinks my tractor's sexy or something.
Oh, God.
man.
Ooh, I can relate.
Oh,
Shut up.
Just the only problem being, I think the tractor itself is sexy.
For some reason,
I'm pretty sure she
like-
probably
My
was
tractor
sitting there
thinks
going, "Oh my
sexy.
god, that tractor!"
for some
JRH
reason, I
NBR?
remember Colin being there, but I know he wasn't. So I'm really confused.
Colin's in
Yeah.
Colin's
No,
in
he
our
wasn't
hearts
there.
always.
Colin
That's
wasn't
why.
there at all. No.
yeah.
Was that the
He,
other one we went to?
okay, so
Little
Colin
did
is
you
kind of one of
know,
those
all-
people that you could just imagine him being anywhere. Like he could fit into so many scenarios. Like it's almost
He
like
could be raiding. He could be like raiding
it's-
Berlin through the like Brandenburg Gate with the other Russians, and he'd be there.
like it's almost like that Rick and
Who's
Morty
that?
episode where the fucking the parasites make those really like those
Okay, so
happy-
yeah, I'm not the right
happy
person who made
fucking-
that connection.
yeah like had like
Yeah,
the
like
happy
photography
memories
raptor
or
and
whatever. Like
shit.
you can always just imagine Colin being there. Colin
I
is
was
the Mr.
there
Poopy
at the
Butthole of
OJ
this
So,
group.
are you saying that Colin is actually a figment of everybody's imagination, and it's some sort of like
I thought that
hive
was
mind
Dylan.
parasite that just kind of feeds off of everybody, and so that
Remember-
everybody has some sort of perception of Colin in their lives, but the reality is that he's actually never been there, and it's just some sort of hive mind parasite trying to reach one ultimate like exterior goal.
I mean, if you want to get real Alan Watts, we were all always here and never here and all that bullshit.
So-
We're all
How can
godheads.
mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
no, no,
Oh, no.
So guys,
that
guys,
crashed the
guys,
group
listen.
chat too many times.
If infants could
Listen.
speak, they'd be the most intelligent beings on planet Earth.
Shut up.
Not only couldn't they be stupid as fuck?
I mean, maybe the most inquisitive, but definitely not the most
I
intelligent.
mean, here's the thing, guys. There's one lesson-
poop is coming out.
I got a poo.
Honestly,
I don't
if
know
babies
what we're
could
talking
talk,
about
every
now.
single baby would be like the Boss Baby. Every single one.
I hope not.
Yeah,
Dude,
don't
we
do
should
that.
review the Boss Baby. It's out on DVD. we can watch Boss Baby.
Ethan,
No.
Okay,
Do
I'm
you-
sorry. Hold on. Let me try a more family-friendly picture. Let me think. How about
Deliverance.
High school sucks.
Hey, Cannibal the Error. How about is that a good one?
Logan?
That's a good movie.
It's
I
a
have
family-friendly
that.
picture.
I have that
I
on
haven't
like
seen it.
limited edition
Demonetized.
Blu-ray.
I still haven't seen Logan. I want to so
I
bad.
haven't.
I have it on DVD, so
No,
I
All
own
get
it on
together and watch
Blu-ray
it.
with the
we should
Special
do
edition
we should do
black and white.
Deadpool.
Let's all do a
I've
reaction.
seen Deadpool so many times just because of the army.
Do you guys know when the Deadpool sequel is coming out? I know there's a trailer for
Oh,
it.
2018.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know when it's supposed to show up. Like, I feel like I kind of want to, like, oh my god.
know there-
Jake, stop
I
sending
know-
photos.
Jake,
of what
no.
you're doing. Jake, I have to constantly hit the X button, and it's showing up in the
Jake.
podcast.
Jake, stop.
Dude, I stopped doing it like a while ago.
That's like the same thing whenever you spam party invites. I stopped doing it a while ago. Yeah, I'm still getting them.
I'm still
Good
getting
for
It's
you.
gonna crash the chat, and we're gonna have to start all the way fucking over, and I'm not doing it.
Are you
Sorry,
stupid?
but no.
Facebook and Discord are two very different things, dumbass.
No shit, dumbass. I don't want to start the fuck over on the group chat. We've invested too much time into that shit.
You mean like what? Like 4 years at this point?
No, this one's actually pretty fresh. Or well, not
relatively.
In
pretty fresh, but
comparison, it's like
in-
2
in
years
comparison.
old, maybe. No, 2 years. Maybe like it's
A
probably at
year.
the beginning of senior year,
It's
probably.
probably like a year old.
Less than a year.
You
Okay,
think
there are
less than a
still
year?
7 how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real sending.
Yay! You can just like delete them and they won't send, and then I won't have to hit X like 100 times.
Remind me to smack you.
With your car.
I do. Yeah, I was gonna say
just to
I
really
do
bring
that.
it around full circle.
Yep. Hey, full circle. That's what we're all about here. Full circle.
I don't even think we were on air when that joke was made.
Probably
No.
Probably not.
I wasn't even here because I was still at work.
Little did
So
we know
I'm
that's
very
what we
lost.
We're not
Yeah,
about
little
full
did
circle.
we know that's what it takes to like restart the podcast.
Yeah, that's the revival, guys. We just took the podcast shirt off and just started hammering it with 30 chest compressions, 2 breaths, and this podcast is back to life now. Oh my god, I should tell the story about how I watched a guy die.
Oh.
What?
I've ever told you guys this story? So so like a month ago now probably, I went to Canada for like a big week-long like drum conference. I'm a drummer.
Yeah.
And every night we went to this pub, and everyone got fucking drunk, and including me. And basically what happened was this. So this is whole band. This is a band that's playing there every night, and they play a bunch of good cover songs. Bass player is the fattest person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Please tell me the bass player had a heart attack and died.
Kinda, sorta. But anyway, basically what happened is like
Awesome. I love
halfway
death.
through the set, this guy literally like I didn't see it happen. I was looking down. I don't remember why, but all of a sudden I just hear his bass thump against the ground. All you hear is brrrr, and you just hear the biggest, loudest slam you've ever heard in your life. And I literally look up and the guy's face down on the floor. I'm just like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? And so like I'm like, I don't know how to do CPR, so I'm gonna stand right where I am. I'm gonna let someone else take care of this situation, because if I try to get involved and I don't know what I'm doing, this man could die, and it could be my fault. So I'm gonna stand over here and do
you're
nothing.
also drunk, so I'd be like, fucking not my problem. Like,
Was that 30? You know,
the second you start drinking, you're off duty for life. Like, life is off duty at that point. So you get a free pass to watch fat people die on bases.
And so basically, they're like giving him CPR, and they brought him back, and he's like trying to breathe, and he can't breathe. So they put the machine like in his throat, and he dies again. And they just keep on reviving him, and he was dead for like a good solid like maybe 45 minutes. And then they brought him back again. This man is alive. This man is currently alive. His name is Tom Kiss. Shout out to Tom Kiss. This man.
Tom Kiss.
He basically, well, here's what happened is that they went to the hospital and they talked to him, and they came back to us and they're like, yeah, the guy, he had arrhythmia because he had a mix up with his medication, because he had heart medication, and it basically, the medication fucked with his heart, and it made his heart, as he was playing, just stop. It just stopped.
Cold.
Straight up stopped.
Sweet.
And he just went flat. Like, he was down.
Like there was
He
literally
went
no
flaccid.
skipping a beat. It was
So
just dead.
basically, all they had to do was like they just changed his medication, and then he was out of the hospital after like 4 days, I think. But I mean, now he's healing from all the broken ribs he has from the extensive CPR he received.
Yeah, that's the downfall.
For real.
Damn.
And he suffered no brain damage. This man was dead for almost an hour, and he suffered no brain damage.
That's very surprising.
That's fucking incredible.
Waterhand.
To quote SpongeBob, he is a
Yeah,
lucky
I
lucky
was
lucky
dead
lucky
for,
lucky
like,
luck
an hour.
boy.
Yep. Oh, hey, Noah said his 30th word this podcast.
Yay, Noah.
Give a hand for Noah. This is hand number 2.
So,
for
guys, that guy got to be dead for an hour and come back
I'm
and
jealous.
be like, yeah, that happened.
Not of the coming back part,
Meanwhile,
but-
at the exact same time, some guy in, like, China just got fucking stabbed and immediately killed over forever.
Noah. Indeed.
Okay, so exactly.
I feel like your heart just kind of stopping and having your heart impaled are two different scenarios.
I'm trying to find out the
I
correlation.
mean, either way, they stop. No, what I'm saying is that when Noah was like, he's a lucky guy, I'm like, yeah, kids, shout out to all the kids at home who love death. It's a real fucking thing. It's crazy. It's weird shit.
Well, that's a good turn
Like
for
the people who
podcast.
follow Columbine pages on Tumblr, and they're like, Dylan and
Are
Eric.
you dead yet?
Dylan and Eric, they're so hot.
All the other
It's a real thing that exists.
No,
But they didn't get to kill me.
Oh my god, I'd let him
Fetishizing-
kill me so fast.
We're gonna have to stop making these podcasts if we continue with this.
That's fine.
Fine. It's fine.
No, it's fine.
It's
I
real
feel like you haven't
shit,
watched-
dude.
Big
podcast,
disclaimer. Big disclaimer. If you're offended, we honestly don't care.
We don't.
No,
Hey.
not in the very least.
We
Like,
won't need to worry about getting demonetized if we never get money in the first place.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why
attack
more
of the
people
point, Give
don't
this man a medal.
run content like Colossal is crazy, where like all you have to do is just have a job and then also make content. Like, and you don't have to be consistent. Colossal's crazy is the least consistent YouTuber ever.
Have a job.
You just
that
make-
rules out.
You make content when you want. You also have a job that pays you, so you have steady income, and you get extra income from the videos that you like to make.
So, okay,
Us.
have a job. That excludes two of us. Have a YouTube account that posts. That excludes three of us, I think. Now have a YouTube account that has content uploaded within the last month, and you have a job. We're all out. We are the best.
But we all make up a part of that. So really,
It's a collective.
it's a
We're
collective.
actually the
We're,
best.
You know, we're all pieces of a whole.
We've actually won. PewDiePie doesn't have shit on us.
we make up we just
England
make up
is my city.
No,
we just make up like a big cube. All together we make up a big cube that we're trying to fit into a round
As
hole.
long as it's
you
not
know?
the one from
Oh.
Portal.
true.
Can we
It's fucking
count
true.
our privilege passes, like what we're allowed to make fun of because of different parts of the group? Like-
I'm white. I have
Yeah,
blonde
well, yeah,
hair and
thanks.
blue
We're all-
I can
eyes.
do
Yeah,
whatever
actually,
I
I'm
want.
too.
My parents are middle class. I have a job, a car, a relationship.
I'm so glad the dog eating
Yeah, so
festival
you,
song
yeah,
just
you're
came
kind
on.
of you could beat me out. on that
Dude, I
relationship
have
piece.
I
So
have
so
all
basically,
the
you're the
privilege
Grand
points.
Wizard.
I'm the
Yeah, you're
grand.
basically the Grand Wizard of the KKK, right?
Yeah,
local
like,
chapter.
you're literally Hitler.
On the other hand, I think I'm most
Literally
oppressed out of
Hitler.
all of us.
Yeah. Noah is the most oppressed.
I think
No one needs to seize the means of production.
so.
Is he like a kebab or something?
Dude, he has a Mosin.
I mean,
No,
please
what
don't,
are-
Noah.
Ethan is the Grand Wizard. I'm like one step behind him.
Wait,
You
please
are,
don't.
you're-
know.
I'm
Well,
Please
literally
don't
one
seize
step
the
behind you.
means of
You're
production.
also
I don't
Aryan.
want to kill
Like
you.
I'm, but like you're Aryan, but like I'm Hitler's chosen right now.
Yeah, you are. Like,
I don't want to be, but like I am.
Like,
So,
so
I have to
what-
accept that.
What category does this put you in if you're not Aryan, but you dyed your hair yellow with the intent of being Aryan?
Did you just say yellow?
it's not
Yeah,
I
yellow.
dyed my hair
I
yellow.
don't care.
It's not
Like,
yellow.
I bleached
Get the
my
fuck
hair
out.
with
He
the
just has like
direct
Super
intent
Saiyan
of
Goku hair.
imitating somebody who is Aryan.
Yeah, see, I find that
where does it
racist and I feel oppressed because you're trying to be like me. It's a cultural appropriation.
Dude, what was
and,
it?
No,
I don't
The
like
thing
it.
I'm wondering is, did I just like?
Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna stop you all right there. That's not what I meant, but like I meant like what cards do we have? Like kind of like the black card. Just like pull that out of nowhere and be like,
We
see,
have
I'm
the trump
allowed
card.
to.
I have.
well,
I have.
I have the
Well,
fat card.
I have mild
Crippling depression.
autism.
That's the best I have.
Yeah, so does Noah.
Not even
has
joking.
autism.
That's not even a joke. It's not.
Yeah, I know.
It's not an autism joke. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I went to speech therapy for a while.
I have.
Oh,
nothing.
that's something.
Oh,
You
speech
can-
therapy card. Hey,
Yeah,
I
I have that too. Although I didn't actually go
Yeah.
to therapy. It was just beaten out of me, like by my
Oh,
mother.
Yeah, I
Dude, what
have.
cards do I have? I don't even know what cards I have because I have like that
Fat
fucked
card.
up
You have fat
inferior-
card.
That's
have
not
the
a
fat
card.
card.
Yes,
It
it
is
is. You can
It's
make
a
fun of
card.
fat people.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
you
I'm
can make
probably
fun of
the
fat
only
people.
one.
You
No,
can't be like, hey man, be careful. He's fat. He's sensitive.
Colin and I.
No,
I,
I mean,
think
that's
Colin and I are
not-
the ones
that's
that
not what
don't
I'm
have
going
cards.
Yeah, I was about to say. I have
Colin has a
nothing.
ginger card.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
yeah,
more of
fair.
does Colin have freckles on his face?
Yes.
He does.
Is
He
it a
did.
Yep.
Walker? No, he has freckles. He has freckles like under his eyes, doesn't he?
I don't know. I don't know.
That
I
is
have
depending on
nothing.
whether or not the bags and the
I don't think I
circles
have
eclipse
anything.
them.
The only thing I mean, I remember what Colin looks like, but not like specific details about his face. But like, all I can ever see is like, okay, so, Colin, you need to update your profile picture, dude, because your profile picture right now is literally it's
2 years. It's 2 years old.
You look depressed as fuck. Two,
And
you
it's
have
zoomed
a
out really
zit.
far.
You have a zit on the bottom of your chin. That
Yeah,
is
I've
so
noticed.
big.
Yeah.
I would very much appreciate it if you changed your Facebook profile picture to the picture that you commonly use of Alex Jones shirtless riding a horse.
I agree.
I opt for that.
I mean, quite tempting. Quite tempting, I must admit.
I
But can-
opt for the shirtless Alex Jones.
Can we just talk about how
Proudly protesting against the
y'all
gay
got
frogs.
y'all got some kind of card and I got nothing.
You've got nothing, dude.
I literally am like everything that.
Good job,
Okay.
Dylan.
To be fair, though, my quote
I mean,
unquote
okay,
card is
I'll
more of a
give-
crippling crutch.
You've got
Okay.
the emotional.
Which is a
You've
big
got
one.
the emotional domestic abuse card.
Okay, Dylan.
Oh no.
I'll give you the military card if I get to take the speech impediment card from when I had a lisp.
Well, I mean, I would give that to you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have
Yeah,
a
so
speech
it's-
impediment card, Dylan.
Maybe you should fuck yourself. How about that? I'm tired. It's currently 1:21 in the morning.
122.
122.
122, 121,
Bitch.
124.
Yeah, no, but Dylan's running on military
only
time,
time
so
I know
like
is
it's automatically
4:20.
more accurate.
No, it's literally just my watch is 1 minute behind. Literally, my watch is
Your
1
life
minute
is
behind.
1 minute behind.
It's like 20 seconds behind. Not even fucking
Well,
right now.
My life is a fixed clock with the battery removed, sitting on 420.
I'm gonna get that on a T-shirt. Your life is 1 minute behind.
My life is like a clock
Why?
where like the batteries
I don't know.
burst open and it's been leaking battery acid the whole time.
The
So wait, should I
d00tcast
get
fanny
a t-shirt
pack
that
coming
says
soon,
My
guys.
life is, and then instead of 1 minute behind, like a clock showing 1 minute behind, can I just have mine like a noose? Is that acceptable?
Yeah,
my clock is a like in a woods self-made like
A sundial.
half remembering a video sundial. That's what mine is.
No,
Mine
yours is
is
a
a
sundial with
sundial
moss
made
on
of-
one side.
Mine is a sundial made of sticks with a broken battery.
wait.
Oh, the broken battery as the sun turns into a red dwarf.
Oh,
No, the rechargeables, guys. Just throw them in the charger, dude.
Mine's just a clock that's constantly 1 minute behind.
I'm really tired of listening to Pink Season. Can I stop?
Yes, I
You
told you
did
not to
this
listen to it.
You
yourself.
can stop whenever you want, bro. It's a free country.
But it's a
No.
really free Trump.
No one.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch on that too much. Because that's fucking annoying. That's like being the guy at parties who plays guitar. You don't do that. But
Yeah.
on top of this, what the fuck taxes? That's all I'm gonna say.
What
I
the
don't
fuck,
care.
Texas?
Like, what the fuck taxes? Do your taxes this year. And just think of me in the background. Every single time you see yourself getting taxed for some bullshit, just hear Jake in the back of your mind going, what the fuck taxes? Because,
Say
like,
that-
dude,
I've been
we
saying
got
that
pissed
since I
off-
was 14.
dude, we got pissed off about tea. Like paying a little bit toward tea. And now you get taxed because you can see shit that's pretty. Like,
don't
if you
even,
live
don't even
on
get me
somewhere-
don't
Yeah.
even get me started
Yeah,
on death
fucking-
tax.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you get taxed on your fucking toenails. And, like, we're just like, yeah, America, land of the free. It's fucking great. It's like, what happened to when everybody was in fucking uproar? They're like, this drinkable beverage has a small amount of tax. Rawr. And
Dude,
now
well,
I've
Yeah.
been
I mean,
watching
that's
since I
not
was
that,
14. I know about taxes.
Have you ever counted? Have you ever counted in for inflation how much money's worth of tea they dumped into the harbor? You ever thought about that? Like,
Well,
No.
okay, I'm gonna get
But
real
it-
history nerd on you. It's not so much that there was a tax; it was more so like that they didn't get a say in the tax. Like it was basically, hey, there's a tax on this. Like that's basically like saying, hey, there's a tax on you like using an outlet, like not even the electricity, using an outlet
Yeah, like you simply get taxed because.
because commodity.
but like,
and
well,
and like
within-
they were just told, hey, you're getting taxed. There was nobody free to defend you, and yeah, you're
I mean,
getting
to be
taxed
fair-
because we need money.
But to be
Well-
fair, if anyone spoke up about the things that people get taxed for ridiculously today, the government would still probably be like, "Fuck you," unless you somehow miraculously manage to get a large following.
the
I mean,
only-
there
the
is
only-
there is a due course of action. Like you can take it to court and be like, hey, this isn't
That's
lawful,
true.
and then
That's-
that can lead to the Supreme Court, and they'd be like,
The only
yeah, no,
thing-
that's not lawful.
regarding taxes, really for me, especially when it comes to things like Medicare and Medicaid, is when you think about it, like it's more or less just where you want your money to funnel. Like you can either be fucked in the ass by government-run healthcare, or you can be fucked in the ass by privatized healthcare. Like just like pick your poison, dude.
Or you just get fucked
Or-
in the ass, you know.
I was
Or
gonna
you
say,
can just-
or
you just
or
kill
you
yourself.
could just get fucked in the ass by Alex Jones and Donald Trump.
Like
Oh
like
boy.
They sound like a good gangbang.
We already went over option 2, Jake.
Fucking fucking Eiffel towering you, dude. Like
Oh no!
like
Make
I-
her feel like a
like
third wheel.
looking at each other straight in the eye, fucking locking hands, dude. Like fingers and all.
Please no.
Like that
I regret
Eiffel
everything.
towering the fuck out of you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the story
number.
behind all this.
Secret
So, so Dylan and I are in our nation's great military, but we are homebound defenders,
Yeah.
as some might call. So
Yeah.
I was on mission to. Have we disclosed where we are exactly?
Yes, we're fine.
yes,
Okay.
Mexico.
Jake did like an hour ago. Yeah.
We're
Okay.
in the land where weed is legal. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Mexico.
well, I meant like region-wise, not like.
Mexico.
Baja,
Oh,
California.
I mean, ish. Like I mentioned earlier.
Anyways,
that-
I was on mission away from the rest of the platoon, and we were in a barracks that wasn't ours. So,
Uh-oh.
as all military members are, we don't like the barracks when it's not ours, because then we have to clean up like the next morning, and it's bullshit.
It's true.
I actually can somewhat relate to that.
And so,
Ian, I'm not even in the military.
this guy that I will just refer to as Winchell, because that's what we refer to him as, but I guess nobody will really be able to find him unless they're really creepy and are actually watching this.
Just say Winchell. Don't even.
Okay, so Winchell, I look at him, and he's on his phone. Like we're not actually doing anything anymore. We're settling down for the night. He's on his phone. He's on Tinder, and he's just constantly swiping for matches. I'm just like, what are you doing? And he's just like, oh, I'm trying to find a bitch to get out of here. Will you join me? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, go fuck a bitch. We'll make her feel like the third wheel. We'll just lock eyes and just talk while we're both like just spit roasting her. So that's where this joke comes from.
Fucking Winchell is the guy is.
Oh, no.
Hilarious. This is like
He
this
is.
is what he does like every drill. It's
Yep.
fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna call him Schnitzel because that's what it sounds like.
What? No.
Winchell Schnitzel.
I heard from
No.
Lestage that he has a small dick though. It's pretty funny.
I can't remember. I can't remember who Lestage is. So. I
he's he was one of the mechanics.
Oh.
He's like good friends with Winchell.
all right. You guys want to wrap it up?
Yes, ma'am. I have a
Alright.
bed waiting
It's
for
been a
me.
good
I,
almost
mean,
2
I don't
hours.
think either me or Noah said anything past like 10 minutes.
Probably not. All right, so yeah, that was the d00tcast, guys. Thank you for watching. The one person who I think is currently watching.
Good.
Thank you.
Listen, guys, just smash that like button. If you know,
smash.
I will kill
By
a kid.
the like button, he means the dislike button.
Listen, I will murder a young child if we get to 5 million subscribers by the end of the month. Another human being's life will be taken, and I'll film it and get even more subscribers.
And he'll post it on Pornhub.
Nah, dude. Pornhub is for like where people who like didn't have fucked up family situations go. You want the weird shit? You
Like
go to Xvideos.
Yeah.
You go to Xvideos for all the weird fucking shit. That's where you go.
That's where that's where we're gonna end up.
The videos,
not even the good place. We're just gonna go to Xvideos or fucking like XNXX.
So, as a side note, we're also uploading this podcast to Xvideos.
We are.
That's amazing.
That was the end goal. Come on.
Oh, what is
Like just
so that the video doesn't get taken down, we'll just have one single animated tit coming out of the trumpet.
Indeed.
Listen, when
we'll call the
Ethan-
title just "Bunch of Dicks." I mean, it's not lying, so you can't label it as false advertising.
It is
6 dicks.
We are a bunch of dicks.
Just 6 dicks.
6 dicks.
I mean,
Film.
you know, when Ethan first learned how to use OBS, this was his dream for us to get big on Xvideos.
You know, there are a lot of things I've used OBS for in my time of having my PC, Colin, but that is never something I've considered using OBS for.
Do it.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night. Go to bed. Eat some popcorn. Rub your dick a little bit, and just have a good night sleep.
And
Flick a bean. Eat a little bit. You know.
Flick a bean.
Have a good
Flick the bean.
That's how we're ending it. Flick the